Twitter user @ZachIDC recently had one of his tweets go viral for what many feel is a truth some people don't want to face. Zach said, "The honeymoon phase doesn't exist when you fall for someone who is dedicated to making you feel loved and admired the entire time you're theirs. Stop normalizing the loss of affection in relationships. That is a choice, not a phase." Strong shade. Strong shade. So ladies, do you agree that if you're really in love, the honeymoon phase never has to end?
Go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
No, for me it depends on what you view as the honeymoon stage.
Yes.
I feel like the honeymoon stage for every person is different. What is amazing and honeymoon and in love for you may be different for someone else. How about the happiness stage? How about we just keep that all the time? Find happiness, a good place. I don't think the honeymoon phase has to feel like this pressure to like constantly upkeep a certain thing or do a certain thing. But I think there absolutely is a level of being good to one another, being kind to one, being dedicated to loving that person as best as you can. The same way that you came in loving them, continuing that throughout. Yeah. That doesn't have to be grand gestures.
I like that perspective. I think for me, you're right, because the honeymoon phase for me is love and affection.
Yeah.
I think sometimes when people have been married for a long time, or have multiple children, sometimes you can forget about that. But just because you may have been complacent at that moment in time, it doesn't mean you stop there. Having children, having a busy life shouldn't be an excuse. That's why I think it's really important to continue to date your spouse.
Yeah.
So I really look forward to every Friday being with my husband, because we go out, we have dinner, we drink a little wine. So now y'all know every Friday night what we're doing.
I love that.
Do you know what I mean?
But I come to you when I'm asking for that kind of advice, and you're like, things will change.
Yeah.
And I love that you were so honest with me. When I first got married, Tam was like, it's not always gonna be exactly like that. But that doesn't mean the honeymoon phase is over. That doesn't mean the love is any less. That doesn't mean the passion is any less. Yeah. Things change with ebb and flow.
I also think, like, the only part I don't agree with in the quote is about it being a choice and not something that just happens. It's not, I don't think it's necessarily a choice in true love for your love to evolve. It naturally should begin to grow, and your love language should evolve and start to become other things. So in the beginning, when your love language is maybe calling in all the time, or I don't know, doting on each other, sending notes and cards, suddenly if you're really in love, you begin to evolve and grow where you just know the most important thing is you are there for them. At the end of the day, at the end of the marriage, you just want to know, even when you got kids or you're distant, your jobs keep you apart, you just need to know that that person is there for you. That's it.
How do you know that?
See that? It's not always the honeymoon phase. If it's real love, I think that you know that through different gestures.
I need action. I think it's love language.
Love languages. My
like,
love language is touch. My husband's love language is doing things for him or doing things for me. So it's important for you to communicate what that looks and what that looks like and what that feels like.
Yeah, because